Okay, this is Miss Sandin here to teach you about customary measure conversions. Notice we can convert length, weight, liquid volume, and all sorts of things. And we're talking about this customary system, which, as you'll see if you open your packet to the customary units page, they are all United States systems that we use, such as inches, feet, quarts, gallons, ounces, and cups. You've probably already learned about the metric system, which is based on tens. Unfortunately, this system is all different. So it is important that you have your little column here to know your conversions. So we're going to fill that in first. Please look at the measurement capacity column, and we're going to fill in some important information. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a huge G, and that G stands for gallon. So make it nice and big to make it easy to draw inside. You may have also seen this picture on the cover, but we're going to make it ourselves. That G stands for like a gallon of milk. Within the G, we're going to write 4 quarts. Those are going to be big Q's. Those stand for quarts. 4 quarts in a gallon. Within each quart, there are 2 pints. So please make 2 big P's. P stands for pints. 2 pints in each quart. And in each pint, there are 2 cups. So please make 2 little C's in each cup. Remember these conversions, and it will make your life a lot easier. So we've got 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. Try to see if you can memorize that little tune, and it will help you to be more successful. Here's a fancier one, because it looks a little bit nicer than my drawing. Please copy these down. 2 cups in a pint. Notice it's written as a fraction. Please do that on your paper. 2 pints in a quart. And, oopsie daisy, 4 quarts in a gallon. 2 cups in a pint, 2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts in a gallon. Try to get that locked into your head. And lastly, 8 fluid ounces. Notice FL stands for fluid, like liquid, and OZ always stands for ounces. 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. Other important customary conversions you should write down are 16 ounces in a pound, 2,000 pounds. Notice that LBS stands for pounds in 1 ton. T stands for ton when it's a capital T. And 12 inches in a foot. Hopefully you already knew that. It's like the distance between your elbow and your wrist is about a foot. 3 feet in a yard. And 5,280 feet in a mile. So those are things you should have written down and you need to try to memorize. Over on the right-hand side of your paper, it says to convert larger to smaller units, multiply. To convert from smaller to larger, divide. Those will help you to make sure that you have the right answer. If we're starting with feet to inches, we should, because feet are bigger than inches, we should end up multiplying and get a bigger number. The way we're going to do this problem is to first write a proportion. Actually, we're going to do all the problems this way because you're so good at writing proportions that I know you can do this. 2 feet is going to go in the top right spot. The inches, which we don't know how many there are, is going to go in the bottom right spot. On this left part, this is where you get to fill in the information that was from that column that we just filled in. But we have to match it. So see here that we have feet, so we need this to say feet to match. And on the bottom, we are going to have inches, so we need to write inches to match. All right, so to make it a little bit easier, let me just write it down here so it's nice and simple. We've got 2 feet and we've got inches, which we need to figure out. We've got feet and inches here. So if you notice, again, we have 12 inches over on the side and 1 foot. Do you also notice that those are backwards from what we said before? But that's only because we had to match inches with inches and feet with feet. So now, if you recall solving proportions in the past, we talked about doing a vertical relationship, multiplying by 12 in this case, or a horizontal relationship. We even talked about doing a diagonal relationship where you cross multiply and divide. So please choose one of those options for you to be more successful. Most successful, actually. Whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. So I noticed this times 2 seemed pretty easy. So I'm going to do 12 times 2 to get my answer. My answer is 24 inches. So again, we did 12 times 2 to get 24 inches. I promise not to write as much on the next one. Thanks for understanding. I like to write a lot. All right, let's see if this is going to cooperate with me. Here we go. Okay, for 4 gallons into quarts, we are again going to write a proportion. I don't really like red, so I'm going to start with blue. There we go. We write the 4 gallons always on the top right. We're going to write the quarts because it came from right here on the bottom. And then we need to look at our handy conversions and look at our picture and see that there are 4 quarts. I start with quarts here because it matches in 1 gallon. And then we find a way to get our answer. So you can either look vertically and multiply by 4 or cross multiply and divide, whichever way works best for you. You need to do 4 times 4 to get 16. 16 quarts is our answer. The next problem is looking at, ooh, sorry. Did I skip one? My apologies. You're going to have to go backwards now. 3 cups into fluid ounces. Maybe you already noticed my mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. And so, thank you for understanding with my mistake. We are going to go back to number 3, which I skipped, and put 3 cups in the top right and fluid ounces in the bottom right. Then remember we need our conversions, so we need cups and fluid ounces. And we look and see in our table, I've got 8 fluid ounces per 1 cup. And then I look for a relationship. Let's see, I think we could do this times 8 because it's nice and easy. Multiply by 8 and you get 3 times 8, which is 24 fluid ounces. All right, sorry for going out of order. Thanks for understanding. You guys are a great audience. Clap, 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 clap. Try the rest on your own. Check the answer key to earn a sticker if you get them all correct. Don't forget those proportions and using your conversion factors. Good luck. You'll be awesome. Keep up the great work.